Hi guys, this is my story about how I met Jenna Marbles on Friday night. So blown away because there were so many things that happened on Friday night that were basically roadblocks from me meeting her, but all of these things just kept happening to let me meet her that were just like, what? How did these all happen at once? So I'm going to explain it all. I'm leaving on Friday night and I'm really scared because no one bought tickets to go with me. So it's like, oh my god, I'm gonna have to travel across Boston all by myself. But luckily I had my friend Abby from my cross country team join me, and she was the perfect person to take because I just had so much fun with her. We take the T to Government Center and walk over to this place called the Greatest Bar, which is where it was at. So we get there and there's this crazy light thing outside. Basically this is what it looks like outside. So I'm waiting and there's like bouncers outside, so I'm like, here's my ticket, and let's just say they gave me a hard time when I was trying to get in, and I think I sat outside for probably 15 to 20 minutes before they finally let me into this bar. While I was outside, I actually saw this couple and another guy outside, and they were watching me as the bouncers were giving me trouble to get inside. Finally get inside. I was alone because Abby didn't have a ticket. She had to go to an ATM and pay to cover. Went up to them. I didn't know how to approach them because I was like, oh my god, I'm alone. I look like a loser in the corner just drinking my glass of ice water with lemon. Like, what do I do? And at one point they were like, ooh, let's take photo, selfie. And I was like, hey, do you want me to, take a photo for you? They're like, no, I prefer taking selfies because I look short when other people try to take photos of me. And I was like, oh, okay. That was the guy, by the way. So anyway, started talking to them, and the other guy who wasn't in the couple was like, oh, what's your name? I'm like, oh, I'm Corinne, nice to meet you. Turns out, this guy is the club promoter. He knew Jenna from when she lived in Boston and worked at Barstool, and he was the one who set this whole thing up, like contacted her, everything. So I was like, oh my god, I chose the right person to talk to because now I'm like, I have it in. So I said, oh, when Jenna gets here, is she going to be off in a corner where no one can touch her or see her, or is she going to be mingling with people? And he's like, no, she wants to see everyone who comes into this bar. Like, she wants to meet everyone, take a photo with them, say hi, everything. And I was like, oh, sweet. He's like, but if you want, I will take you up there so you can meet her and see her. And I was just like, ding, 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 we have a winner, like, so excited. Abby comes in. I tell her, like, okay, I just met this club promoter, we're gonna meet Jenna, oh my god, so excited, she's supposed to be here at 11. All of a sudden I hear all this screaming, and I'm like, she's here. I look up in the balcony, and this is what I see. Oh my god, super excited. I'm like, I need to get up to that balcony. So I take Abby by the hand, and we sprint up the stairs. Of course, there is another bouncer in the opening to get over there, and I'm like, I'm playing it cool, I'm like, I just want to see Brandon, like, I need to go and catch up with him, and he's like, this isn't open for another 10 to 15 minutes, and I'm like, come on. So I'm like, Abby, let's separate, I'm gonna go find him, maybe he's downstairs. So she stays there at this doorway, and I go downstairs, I find the couple I was with, he's really close friends with, and I'm like, where's Brandon? They're like, up there with Jenna. Start going back up the stairs, and I'm like, wait a minute, there's an elevator. And there's two employees standing in front of the elevator. I'm like, does this elevator go upstairs to the second floor? And they're like, yeah, but you can't go up there. And I'm like, yeah, I figured. I mean, I just was trying to get back with Brandon, he's the club promoter here, and, get back to him since we got separated. And the guy's like, okay, come with us. And I'm like, oh my god. I get out of the elevator, and this is what I see. Poor girl, poor girl. Over there, we let people live like a little bit at a time. And I'm freaking out, so I decide to take another video and be like, selfie. So I go to do like a selfie with Jenna Marbles. Oh my god, poor girl. She ends up photobombing me. And here it is. Then all of a sudden, this new bouncer comes over and he's like, no, get away. I'm trying to say, I'm actually just trying to get to Brandon. He's right there behind you. And he won't even let me say it. He's like, no, no. And I'm like, all right, so I'm just going to sit here. Well, he does a really awful job at being a bouncer because 3 seconds after he was like all up in my face, he moves to the side. I'm like, hey Jenna, hey Jenna. She turns around and I'm like, Jenna, I have a gift for you. I'm like, it's a shirt from my college. I run cross country for them. I actually have a meet tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. But this was more important because I really wanted to meet you. And she hugged me. So I'm literally like sitting there in our hug and I'm like, oh my God, like melting. Picture with her. So it looks like this. I was like, let's hold up the shirt, so we did. Now just chilling in VIP. With Jenna Marbles! Abby needs to get in here. So I go up and find Brandon. I'm like, Abby is stuck at the door and the bouncer won't let her in. Please go get her. So he does. We finally get her in and take photos with Jenna. We just met Jenna Marbles and now we're in VIP! You know, it was getting late. We have to get up at the crack of dawn tomorrow for a race. So I was like, you know, let's leave. So we're like, all right, we're just gonna go to the bathroom real quick. Well, of course, this guy comes up to me and he like grabs my arm. He's like, and I'm like, I'll be right back. I'm going to the bathroom. Like, why are you grabbing me? I go back and this guy looked like, I don't know if anyone watches Shaws of Sunset on Bravo, but love it. And he looks like Mike from the show, and I absolutely loved him. So I took a photo with him, but he was actually kind of creepy, so I was like, peace out, bye. We go to the T, and we're waiting for our train, and all of a sudden we see this. Ready?
Yeah.
This performer at every gay bar apparently in Boston. His I don't know, name was Monique. She literally was like, I want your shoes. And I was like, hi, here's where you can get them. And she's like, no, give me your shoes. Give me your shoes. And I was like, oh my God. Finally our train came and we were fine, and then we just walked back and went to bed. But it was probably one of the best nights of my life. I got to meet someone that I'm absolutely in love with. You know, she has my phone background, so yeah, Jenna. Love it. So hopefully she'll see this and she'll be like, oh, that was the girl who gave me this shirt. That's my story. Hopefully it's not too long of a video for you guys.